Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Family Arena for MASL Soccer on MASL TV. I'm Matthew Rocchio, joined by one of the greats of the game, Mark Moser, as we bring to you the St. Louis Ambush versus the Milwaukee Wave. It's going to be a great one today, Mark. Both these teams fighting for spots in the playoffs. The Wave fighting for position, the Ambush just fighting for a spot. What do you expect to see today?
Well, like you said, two teams really fighting, one to secure a higher position, the other one to get in the playoffs.
Absolutely, it's going to be a battle, and there's a little bit of intrigue in this battle. Of course, Frank Tayu traded from the Ambush to the Wave earlier this past month, and of course he will not be playing today because of trade stipulations. Robert Williamson, though, will be playing today, and he has been crucial to the Ambush defense.
Yeah, he's really solidified the defensive side for this Ambush team, and because of that, they're playing a lot better.
What else have you seen from this Ambush team? What are you going to have to see from them tonight to get a big win?
Well, I think it's taking advantage of opportunities and finishing their chances, especially on set pieces.
And obviously without Frank Tayu, they've scored 27 goals in the last 2 games, but he's been responsible and involved in 12 of those. So who do you have to watch for the Wave to impact without Tayu tonight?
Well, I think Alex Sanchez is the player for them that makes them really tick right now. He's having a breakout year.
Absolutely, he is. He's dangerous. The Ambush are going to need their own offensive weapons to step up. It's going to be a battle today from the St. Louis Family Arena here on MASL TV. It's the St. Louis Ambush and the Milwaukee Wave coming to you next on MASL TV.
Restore Chesterfield is the official wellness and recovery center for your St. Louis Ambush. We offer cryotherapy, IV drips, hyperbaric oxygen, and so much more. Bring your ticket stub and receive 1 free course service. See you soon, and go Ambush!
MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com.
And a hearty round of applause for Hardin Middle School as they bring us into this game on MASL TV with the national anthem. I'm your host today, Matthew Rocchio, joined by one of the greats, Mark Moser, for your broadcast as we bring you the St. Louis Ambush versus the Milwaukee Wave. Mark, how you doing on this fine afternoon in St. Louis?
I'm good. A little Sunday afternoon soccer. Always love these games on Sunday afternoons. And this is a big one. Two teams really battling to secure their place at the end of the season.
And you said something as you were driving in here. You said you saw a lot of the youth games getting played out on the fields, driving out here to St. Charles throughout the St. Louis area. So just a soccer Sunday around the St. Louis area. No better place to be here for an afternoon watching some MASL on MASL TV and a battle between these two teams. Some history, some drama has been added because of the late season trade of Frank Taillou to the Milwaukee Wave. Robert Williamson, the defender, also joined the Ambush in that trade, and some surprise, I should say, when it was announced that Frank Taillou would not be available for the Wave in the two away games that the Wave have against the Ambush. They have one this week and then later on this month. The home game that closes out the season for the Wave against the Ambush, he will be available. But on the flip side, Robert Williamson's still available for the Ambush tonight.
Yeah, and Robert Williamson has come into this Ambush team and really helped solidify defensively. And because of that, the success that the Ambush have had in the past 3 or 4 games, he's a big part of that. At the same time, Frank Taillou, undisputed, he is a great goal scorer, and he is going to help this Milwaukee team. The question is, how is he going to fit into the team? So far, so good, because he's off to a great start with Milwaukee, but we won't see him here in St. Louis against the Ambush the next 2 times.
27 goals the last 2 games for the Wave. Frank Taillou responsible for 1/3 of that with 9. You also saw getting Chiron on the broadcast was Edward Pollo Cortez, because he is getting the start in between the pipes today for the Ambush. Obviously, Paulo, the Brazilian Roblo, as we like to call him, usually gets the start here. Pollo has been a closer of sorts in the second half, but Pollo, the starter for today, made really the only major change for the Ambush going into this lineup from the Sockers just 2 days ago. Your thoughts on the goalie change?
You know what? I think this team is confident with either one of them, and because he has been playing, that there's not the big drop off to where sometimes when you got a guy that's playing every game, every minute, and then the backup comes in. Well, so far this year, he's seen time and he's done well when he's been on, and I think the team will be confident.
We mentioned it in the pregame video. The Wave fighting for position. The top 3 spots already clinched relative to those 3 teams. So the Wave can fight all the way up to the 4th spot. In fact, 3 teams tied right now at 33 total points. Tiebreakers and those kind of things are what separate them. So the Wave, with some wins here at the end of the season, can jump up to as high as 4th or as low as 7th. The Ambush, though, just fighting for a spot. We did talk to their head coach, Mr. Gino Oliveira, and he threw out, because of the change in the format, the difference between being 4 and 7, not as big of a deal as just the momentum of winning as many games as you can.
Yeah, but you especially want to finish the season in a good, positive way, and winning games and being confident at the end of the season is going to be important. The way it plays out this year with the way the playoffs are going to be in San Diego, you don't get that home field advantage, but it is important to be playing well at the end of the year and get hot.
And we'll see if they can continue their streak here as Mr. Derek Huffman, Elgin, Illinois native, not far from home, starts things off here. It's the St. Louis Ambush and the Milwaukee Wave on MASL TV. Matthew Rocchio and Mark Moser here. Things getting started out here. Will Eskay winning the header. Fighting tough for this one. The teal jerseys for the Ambush. Black and yellow classics for the Wave. O'Keefe trying to take on Bennett here on the left wing. He's getting doubled up, though, and a good takeaway here going the other way. Sanchez having the career year Mark Moser was talking about. Can he build on it here? Shot! Batted away early by Pollo.
Big confidence builder there for Pollo right off the bat. That's a tough shot from a tough angle, and he had a good block there.
William Bonahene, best name in the league. 3rd best hair by my ranking. Starts this off, gets it deep to Huffman. Huffman versus James Thomas. Oh, slow roller across the face of the defense. Will not be controlled. Riley Urey slows it down, beats 2 Milwaukee defenders as he trying to restart here.
Bonahene having a great year. leads the league in wins with 11. He's tied for the wins at 11, but just a great shot stopper, and his distribution is getting better.
James Thomas poked that one away, but Sanchez sticks with it, and the attack stays with Milwaukee. Takes on Uri. One-on-one, wide shot there. Duduka punches it away, and they're going to restart going the other way. Uri lined up with Grable. Got one man to beat. He's going to take it to the dribble. Slides it to Duduka. Duduka deep. Duduka looking for a passer. He's got a shot here from James Thomas. Oh, excuse me. That was Louis Perez who came running on. Perez to Duduka. Hulk's going to reset to Big Mo. Riley's going to run to the bench. We're going to get a shift here. Hundelt, Mo, Hulk, Louis Perez, and now Tristan Austin out. Austin the runner off to Duduka. Back heel pass. In the corner, off the wall. Mo's got it in the box. He rips it off the roof. Mo NDI opens the scoring. Huge goal for the ambush. 1-0.
Big play there. Duduka done very well, holding the ball as he always does, laying it off, and then Big Mo.
And look at that, putting the jersey of Ryan Kidu. A little bit of clarity in the side of the excitement. Look at the play there, though. Tristan Austin, we get a wall of score right off the gate. Tag it on social media, ladies and gentlemen. What about the handle there from Mo to bring that one down, and then kind of a weird way to shoot that one? I know you scored a lot of goals. That's not an easy angle you're getting at the ball with, is it?
No, he's in tight there, but he gets his leg up and just gets it in under the bar.
And, of course, he put up the jersey of Ryan Kidu. Some clarity to the injury to Mr. Kidu. Unfortunately, he had surgery because he did break either his arm or his wrist in the moment. And so we knew we speculated incorrectly that there might have been a concussion issue, probably in shock from a broken arm. And so our thoughts and prayers from, obviously, the ambush and everybody out there for Ryan Kidu for him to continue to build up. And how about the defensive play? Christian Briggs on the line, keeping it off.
Ambush doing a good job getting players behind the ball there and helping out Pollo, getting a good block there.
Rafa Araujo can't finish the dribble. Going the other way as Taylor Pill.
Quick pace to start this game. Both teams running and gunning here a little bit. I think it'll slow down a little bit and settle in here, but I think Milwaukee wants to try and get right back in this thing right away.
Ian Bennett, also a pretty big name on this team, having a quieter year. Sure, he loves getting the help from Taiyu. James Thomas gets a little physical there, taking that one away from Huffman.
And Ian Bennett, one of those players, though, whether he's having an off year or a slow year, he is still deadly around the goal.
Yeah, still good for a point per game. Not half bad there. Trying to tack one up here. SK gets involved with it. Block early for the ambush. Going the other way. Speed here for the ambush. Riley Uri taking on Alvarez. Cuts inside to his left foot. Off of Bonahene's hands.
Bonahene, good job staying big there, making himself really big and giving him not much of an angle to shoot at.
Morrison was playing SK tight there. Long ball, and it's going to be won by Hundelt. Hundelt, long shot there, and just off the wall, wide left. That's what Shakunte keeps.
Milwaukee needs to get things straightened out there. Ian Bennett is not the guy you want on your last defender playing up there, and Dylan did a good job of getting a handle on that ball and getting the shot off.
Morrison deep now, playing the zone, as Shakunte was going to bat that one off a Wave defender, and it'll reset, though, to the ambush, keeping possession. Robert Williamson, the man who came to the ambush in that Frank Taiyu trade. No stipulations on his participation. Oh, a turnover there by Austin. Goal was open. Couldn't take a chance. Alvarez shot off the hands of Pollo.
Big save by Pollo to get his hands on a deflected shot there.
Good job recovery there. Physical play. Ian Bennett goes down. Whistle comes late.
Yeah, Ian Bennett's so quick along the boards there. Little turn, and Duduka, I think, clipped him. Gives up a foul there along the boards.
Tacks this one up, long range, decides not to. Resets to Sanchez. He's going to have a big game tonight. He almost put it on, an absolute dime to Steinwasser. Falls into the dead area. Alvarez tries to pick it up. It'll sky that one. Ooh, that was almost a pretty one.
Milwaukee's still creating some dangerous opportunities. The ambush need to get a little bit of a hold defensively and can't keep giving up as many chances as they are.
Right now, 4 shots on goal to 3. Wave leading. Mo's going to slow things down here. Put a lot of runners around Mo and then let him dictate where the ball goes is the plan when he's out there for the ambush. And so far, looks like a solid plan. Almeida, Pollo. Got Sanchez out of position, trying to attack now. But Steinwasser cuts things out. Sliding tackle wasn't successful, but it slowed things down.
And Mo gives the ambush a completely different look because he does defend, but then just like now,
he
can go forward.
Oh, fakes out Bonahene, but he just couldn't get a handle on it. Tried to put it off the wall. Steinwasser collects and recycles it out to the midfield. Nunez tried to get it to Sanchez, turned it over to Williamson. And he's going to get played into the walls by Ludwig.
Not a ton of defenders that are going to go one-on-one with a goalie and try and drag a ball and roll it around him.
Header from Araujo. Luis Perez tries to chip the tender, but too much mustard on it.
Good thought there by Louis to just to try and dunk one over the top because he wasn't able to get the turn and get a good shot off. To try to dunk it over, just a little heavy on his touch. We've talked about this ambush team and just being better defensively because of Robert Williamson coming in. I think has really solidified this defense.
Got the Clover QR code in the top right corner. Jump on that, take a picture of it, and join us as a fun character with our Clover QR code. You ever had fun with the filters, Mark?
No, I'm not a filter guy.
You're not a filter guy?
No.
You got to get the grandkids to help you out on that one. They'll teach you.
You get what you get with me. Another big kick save.
What, 500-plus career indoor points isn't enough?
Well,
now we want funny faces from you?
Yeah.
Just let the man live, jeez.
I got a funny enough face already. I don't need any filters to help out.
Oh, Nick, put the code back on. Let's have Mark have some fun with the Clover code. Tristan Austin trying to have some fun here. Breaks it down the side. Big save by Bonahene.
Once again, Bonahene just makes himself so big in front of that goal and cuts down the angles. Goal, Araujo. Great little play in the corner there to win that. Tucks it home.
What a huge start here for the ambush. Again, they have not won a game this season when they have not been the first team to score. They already accomplished the first one, getting the first goal, getting the second goal here. Absolutely huge. The fight in the corner, Tristan Austin just drops it off to Rafa Araujo there. A little question there. William Bonahene, a little bit reckless with his positioning considering his defender was outnumbered 2-1 and didn't have control of the ball, really?
Yeah, what happened quick when Dylan kind of poked in there, they double teamed him in the corner. He's got to cover the near post, and Rafa just parked right in front of the goal. He's not going to miss from there.
I mean, that's one of the – sometimes we'll get, like, very hockey-looking goals in this sport, and that's a very hockey-looking goal where it's a scrum in the corner and you're trying to cover your post as a goalkeeper, and there's a man just sitting there in the middle waiting for it. And if you get the right little kick-out pass, and credit there to Tristan Austin, I think is the man who we're going to give credit for that little pass-out. Yep, it's going to be from Tristan Austin. I mean, that's a perfect play for the ambush, perfect positioning, and credit to them because that's, I think, where the offense has been the most problematic this year is just the positioning hasn't been there. So their play off the walls, their chances of getting rebounds just haven't been good enough.
Well, and I think Giuliano's going to be talking about this right now is that's not a place where you can lose the ball down low like that. Because if you do, teams that can finish will finish and will make you pay.
Rafa Araujo gets a goal, and it's a bad idea if you're an opposing team to let him get a goal because he specializes in being a pest, which is your favorite player when he's on your team. And as soon as you get a goal, I can't imagine there's any talking to him at this point.
Well, and hopefully the ambush here can continue to stay confident, not get carried away here, and continue to play good defense and take the chances that are given to them and finish them. That's what happened the other night with San Diego, I think, in that third period. They gave San Diego a couple opportunities, and when you play against teams and give them the opportunities, they can finish. You're going to be in trouble.
Try to finish there, but unfortunately a Wave man on the ground. Stuart Grable tripped up, couldn't handle it. And the ambush will recycle things. Achel Chakunte has been getting a lot of chances since the trade. Trying to make the most of him here. Riley Uri, another man who came over at the deadline, gets cut down, holds his ankle, no call.
I don't think he got clipped there. I think he was trying to buy one there.
Can't blame him, can you?
No, not at all. You get him where you can.
There you go. Turnage there from the Wave. Kyle Crane on Big Mo, 88 on 44. And it exits out the other side, and the call will go the Wave's way. And we'll take a break here. They will have a chance to score. It's the ambush with an early 2-0 lead with 7:36 left to play here in the first on MASL TV.
Every day starts with a routine, but it's the details that define our day. Clarity that helps you focus and keeps your goals in sight. In every moment, every look, every glance. See the world your way with Wisconsin Vision. Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks. Learn more or try it for yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. Fans Take 10. That's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergrud to take you inside the game and get to know some of the biggest stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV.
You can see the top of the arch there, and at the top of the arch right now is Mario Alvarez trying to ping in his 11th goal of the season and get the Wave on board here. Matthew Rocchio and Mark Moser on MASL TV. Ambush versus Wave. Can the Wave get into this game? Alvarez taps it off to Sanchez. It's going to be batted down by Mo NDI. Ambush with another stop.
Big block there by Dylan Hundelt, coming out and making himself big to win that block.
Williamson trying to restart things, but Oliveira settles it to Bonaheni.
Hundelt been very active so far on both ends of the field.
Has been a crucial addition to the ambush this season, as the roster has seen solid contributions from veterans who have been here for a number of years, and then a lot of contributions from new players. It's been a very good build year for the ambush as they continue to fight for a playoff spot. As I started saying Steinwasser before I finished my sentence, as Javier Steinwasser was wondering where his team was in the support, switches sides and goes one-on-one versus Taduka. He's got Nunez with an angle and a shot. Oh, too high off the head of Steinwasser, will also go far too high. Inconceivably high. How the hell did he hit the head that high? My God.
Got cover there. That shot, Polo's going to eat that up all day long. That one was a little high, but I think he had it covered. And if they can keep forcing Milwaukee to shoot from outside, it's going to help the ambush.
Milwaukee is winning the shots on goal match 7-5, but they are losing this game 2-0 here with 6:35 left to play in the first. Rafa Araujo juggles it down. Riley Uri cut down by Mr. Morrison. This time I think there was some contact.
Yeah, I think he got him that time there. And that's a tricky spot. That could be, you could get a blue card pull there if they think he's going to get that ball and go in.
And Uri limping a little bit here, so he will skip on back to the bench. Robert Williamson will also hit the bench. We'll get a offensive lineup here in the set piece start for the ambush. Almeida, Eskay, Duduka, Christian Briggs, and James Thomas. Briggs, the only real outright defender. Duduka tries to Hulk smash it, but it gets hammered right back into him.
James Thomas at that back post has been having some success lately, so keep an eye on him.
Goalie shot from Pollo, cut away by Nunez. And now Morrison trying to dribble through the midfield of the ambush. Cut down by Lucas Almeida. Then some physical play from Hulk, but will remain with the black and gold. Nunez, a lot of space there on the right.
Ambush behind the ball. Really doing a good job of getting players behind the ball and causing some problems for Milwaukee. They're getting a little frustrated, I think.
Back heel from Ludwig. Found nothing, but the Wave came up with it. Attack here. Ball's in the box. Turned on it. No go there. Alex Steinwasher, the younger of the Steinwashers. And a mishit there by Ludwig is going to be turned over. Nobody's going to fight for that one. He beats Austin. Perfect tap pass there, but not enough on the ball from Nunez. It'll fall undangerously out of bounds and into the hands of the ambush.
Well done by James Thomas. Back there on defense, covering, tried to do a little dink.
Pollo just took a little knock on the knee, it looks like. He was rubbing it. Yeah, he's kind of going to it a little bit, so something to watch there is, again, it was Eduardo Pollo Cortez who got the start today, and yeah, he's feeling something there, Mark.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it. He's smarting still right now. As Astro Chacunte has the ball down low the other side. Hard by Alvarez. Crane gets in there. Got another board battle here, and it's going to kick out to Bonahene. Much better than the last board battle for the Wave.
Once again, the ambush in good position here defensively, and Milwaukee really struggling to get out of the back.
Ooh, Louis Perez got a perfect
Unlucky
bounce
there.
off the wall, but then the bad touch off his chest went out of bounds, and the Wave will keep it. Again, no Frank Tayu, no Ricardo Carvalho, who has played 15 out of their 18 games this season, but somehow has just missed the ambush games, which the ambush should count themselves lucky, and I doubt they will be the next two games. So try to get wins here when they're missing some of their best players. Huffman trying to get on the board here for the Wave. Good defense from Mo. And Pollo gets rid of it.
Well, and Carvalho is a guy that with his experience and his skill level gives them the confidence to play out of the back. So they sadly miss him.
Such a dangerous player. And in the 4 years that I've been calling these ambush games, the amount of times that he has made an impressive play and been a thorn in the side of this home team pretty much every time he suits up. So the ambush have been lucky. They got to take advantage of it today. So far, doing their job. 2-0, 4:20 left to play here in the first. Alex Sanchez giving him space to work. Drops it off to Oliveira. Playing catch. Sanchez one-on-one versus Big Mo. Off the wall, tries to get it to Ian Bennett. Ball dies. Hundell gets a foot on it. Reset here from the Wave. Sanchez still on this right wing. Bennett over on the left. He's creeping. He stops off. Oliveira from the top. Huffman in the middle. Bennett trying to creep down below it. Oh, Oliveira tried to pass it back off to Alvarez, but Alvarez had shifted. No turnover, but it's going to have to cause him to reset everything, and Duduga's going to get dinged up for a dumb foul.
Yeah, that's not a good foul to take right there because they start adding up, and there's no need for that. Milwaukee really struggling. They want to try and get the ball down low, and they've been struggling to get it down to Huffman to hold it.
Oliveira again is going to go down to Duduga. No call this time, and I'd argue they got those ones confused. Mark Oliveira with the ball now again.
I think that might have been a little bit of a stiff arm, but
oh yeah, is that what you call a Herschel? Is that what you would call when a Herschel Walker would do it to a guy? Almost a stiff arm?
almost a little bit. Well, he's such a big boy.
Damian Tomlinson out there, Duduka. Wave trying to crack this ambush defense. Scoreless so far, despite the 8 shots on goal. Sanchez beats Rafa one-on-one, trying to make something happen. He's taking on Williamson. Drops it off. Steinwasher tries to launch one, but it's off of Eskay.
Some good interaction there from Milwaukee, but St. Louis doing a good job passing guys off and being very tenacious defensively right now.
Eskay pressing, then he hits it off the wall. Doesn't get the bounce he wanted to Araujo. Nunez will try to beat 2 men on the wing. No go there. Press from the ambush keeps on working. And we get a heavy tackle there, and it'll go against the Wave. No, it'll go for the Wave, against the ambush. Nope. Nunez was just playing that one well.
Yeah, he got a little frustrated. Got double teamed there, got frustrated, and Will Eske was pulling away from him. He clipped him.
With the way that Eske got up talking to the ref, I thought he thought that it might have gone against him, but stays with the ambush ball. No worries, Will.
Good patience here by the ambush now. Keep the ball, continue to work it around and create an opportunity, but you can't have giveaways like that.
Pointed out these teal jerseys earlier for the ambush. They are looking good out there, and they are wearing specialty jerseys today for autism awareness. You can bid on these jerseys to help raise funds for Auction for Autism. More information on how to bid can be found on the St. Louis Ambush Facebook and Instagram pages, and these are some gorgeous jerseys.
And you can hear coming from the bench of Milwaukee telling players, keep it. They want to keep the ball. They want to possess it a little more here and try and continue to work it around to try and see if they can get it down low to Crane or Huffman.
Talk about keeping it again. You want to keep one of these jerseys you see him playing out there today. St. Louis Ambush Facebook and Instagram pages, all for autism awareness, an incredible cause. My favorite games is when the Ambush put out these special jerseys. Always so fun. Teal and pink, such a fun color scheme to rock with, and always do a great job with these special jerseys.
Yeah, these are sharp. I like these.
Yeah, these are clean. Louis Perez looking fast in the teal. Misplay there from the Wave, but it won't bite him. Robert Williamson. Long header. Oh, Duduka wins position there. Ball in the air. Louis Perez. What a header! Goal! Ambush! Louis Perez on the move. Makes it 3-0.
Once again, Duduka big and strong in the corner there. Wins that. Louis Perez makes a great run. Look how strong Duduka is, and then just a nice little header back into the far post.
That was perfect positioning. Look at the way Louis Perez just drifts, and there's no way that Azqueta can keep his eyes on him. You were telling me about a certain player who always was able to keep himself open in his playing days. It kind of seems like that Louis Perez had that exact thing where it was just like his ability to just fade away into the one little dead area. I'm one step away from where you need to be to make a play. Seems like exactly what Louis Perez did there.
Yeah, well, he's very active. He's always working and creates opportunities for himself, and that's a great run there to create that space for himself.
Mark Moser, the player he was telling me about who was always open, always somehow was open in his playing days, Giuliano Oliviero, best dressed manager in the league, but also apparently the most open player in the league back in his playing days.
Yeah, he just hit his work rate, and he was just such a cool, calm presence when he had the ball, and when he didn't, he was always working himself into position to where guys could get the ball to him and play off of him.
I'm shocked that he and Ian Bennett ended up creating such a beneficial partnership for so long. I'm shocked that those two players, a guy who just always open and finds himself in the right spot to make the most crucial plays. More of a playmaker than a goal scorer the way that Ian is, but nonetheless, I can see why those two, Giuliano and Ian, have worked so well over the years.
Yeah, well, Ian's just another guy that he continuously works, and he knows where to make runs and anticipate where balls are going to pop out. And when he gets opportunities, he finishes them.
Huffman trying to start an opportunity here. Back heels it to Ian Bennett, but that will not be enough at the end of this first frame. The Ambush with a commanding 3-0 lead over the Milwaukee Wave. Both teams fighting for positions in the playoffs. Here from the Family Arena, it's the St. Louis Ambush and the Milwaukee Wave on MASL TV.
They have saved this game. There's another one.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo. Alex Postavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
The Wheel, downtown St. Louis. Always able to see it, always brilliantly lit up. Lighting up the scoreboard here inside the Family Arena in St. Charles. It's the Ambush offense. 3-0 lead here in the first frame. And let's take a look at these stats. They're leading in the goal category. That's what matters, but not in shots on goal as they are trailing 9-8. Also, the 3 big saves there from William Bonahenne. Your thoughts on that first frame, Mark Moser?
Well, I think the big stat there is the 6 block shots.
Absolutely.
With the Ambush have done a really good job of getting behind the ball and limiting those opportunities, and when they do, they're blocking shots.
And one of those block shots is, for example, Christian Briggs clearing one off the line. And so, I mean, a lot of the actual shots on goal of the 9 from the Wave have been right at Pollo. But some of the most dangerous attempts that we've seen the Wave kind of create have been stopped because an Ambush defender's putting their body on the line.
And James Thomas had another one right off the line as well. So this is a real good first quarter for the Ambush. I'm sure Milwaukee is going to come back here and try and pick up the pressure a little bit. And hopefully for the Milwaukee, they don't try and push too much and try and get it all back at one time. There's a long way to go here.
Actual Chacunte will start things here for the Ambush. Slight change to their original starting group. Moendi out there early. Pollo pushing things here from between the pipes. Tries a shot here, and it's going to be long range, and it will fall into the hands of Bonahenne.
Well,
went out of bounds.
Pollo's knee's looking better.
Yeah, he's feeling good. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Steinwasser the younger passes it off to Bennett, who will reset things. Alvarez, full field in front of him, drops it off to Oliveira.
Ambush being nice and patient here.
Sanchez versus Colin O'Keefe. Another one of the new additions to the Ambush who's looked very good. Dylan Hundelt trying to shut down Nunez.
Yeah, O'Keefe's done very well since he's come in. He's been very active, been involved on both ends of the field.
Defense and speed is what Colin O'Keefe provides. What are the two things the Ambush have prided themselves on since the change? Defense and speed. Long shot there as Sanchez trying to get involved in this game. He tried it from long distance, but no danger there.
And for the Ambush here, just try and continue to play and limit any mistakes in the defensive end.
Ooh. Almeida put it down the wall and open things up here for the Ambush to get things going offensively. They're going to reset here to Moendi. To Duca now to his hold-up game.
Things starting to settle down a little bit here, and hopefully the Ambush can continue to do what they're doing, create opportunities for himself.
Need to get runners off of Duca. Right now just putting him out there, putting the ball out there for him just doesn't really do anything for him, does it? Whoa! And that, I believe, is going to be the record. I've been waiting for the ball to get up here. I've been joking about that the entire season. And Mo absolutely launched that one. My Lord Almighty. I mean, that thing went woof.
That ball came down in Columbia.
But they found a ball to play with, so we're back onto the field. Hope you enjoyed me and Mark looking at the clips right there. Turnage there from Crane and the Wave. Won't find anything. It's actually a counterattack here from the Ambush. Long ball. Rafa Araujo trying to break him down. Step over right to left. He'll reset things, and we're going to get a little defensive foul here on Troy Morrison, who got a little extracurricular. That'll move the ball up and slow things down.
Well, that last play down low for Milwaukee, just another example of Robert Williamson and just how smart and strong he is, putting his body in there in good positioning to keep anything from being in danger.
Rafa Araujo, one-on-one, gets doubled up by Crane. Works across the defense, drops it off to Eske. Hundelt inside to Araujo. Araujo tries to give and go, and the shot from Hundelt right to Bonahene. One thing we see a lot in the indoor game is that shot you take kind of as you're stepping into another run. Like how tricky is that shot really, Mark?
Well, difficult because, as you're making that run to try and get that off, there's going to be a foul there along the boards. Good job by Rafa to try and get out of that double team, and he draws the foul.
You saw it earlier, that seamless as you're dribbling, and then you just take that like one little stomp forward, and that's the shot. But it could also be another step. It looks like it's got to be one of the hardest shots to actually control.
Well, and it's almost you're getting caught in stride. It makes it's difficult to get that shot and be accurate with it.
Speaking of difficult, Sean Azqueta, a little issue there as he takes a shot low.
He'll remember that one for sure.
And he'll stay in too. I don't know if I'd trust him with the ball immediately. Maybe make sure he's got his breath back to him. Riley Uri's going to turn this one over for the ambush. He's going to slow things down, though, not usually his game. And Azqueta, feeling angry, gets right back into it.
And the one thing we talked about, what a great shot stopper Bonahene is, he still needs to work with his feet and become a little bit better with his distribution.
Slide there from Thomas helped slow things down, and they were able to keep that one away from Pollo as Axel's trying to win this fight with Ludwig. It's going to fall to Steinwasser and Alvarez. Back to Ludwig. One-on-one. Almeida tries to D him up. Misses the tackle. James Thomas misses the tackle. Ball's inside. Somehow cleared away by Robert Williamson. Another crucial block shot for the ambush. 10:52 left to play here in the second. 3-0.
Huffman just fanned on that one a little bit. He's going to want that chance back.
Dare say will not be his last. Mario Alvarez. Outside foot pass to Bennett into the corner. Guarded by Williamson. All-star one-on-one there. Sanchez tries to break down Chakute. Claps his hands. Wants the defense. Uri. Ooh, Ludwig tacked one up. A little too high, but it's going to remain in. Off the wall. Bennett recycles back to the keeper.
Ambush get a couple changes here. Get some fresh bodies on. Get behind the ball.
Sanchez comes down the left side. Changing things up from the first quarter when he was primarily attacking down the right. Alvarez always in the middle, though. Dangerous there. Takes on Duduka one-on-one. Now Sanchez on the wing. Cuts inside to his right foot. Tackle was not good by Uri, and he got the shot off, but is high and wide. Williamson looping pass there to Duduka. It's 88 versus 8. Oliveira and Duduka. Sliding tackle from Williamson. Gains control. Ambusher going the other way. Tackled. Pass down to Williamson. Shot on to Bonahene. He's out of the box, so he couldn't handle that one. They have to dribble that one out. Javier Steinwasser handled it deftly. Call on the field, the red flag. Are the ambush wanting Bonahene for a handball on his positioning outside the box there?
I think that's exactly what they're saying. We saw that the other night with Paulo when he came out and took a shot. Got his hands out. That one was a lot
more egregious than this one. This one was, I honestly would be shocked if the ambush win this one.
It happened so quick. It's going to be tough to see, but I think from the ambush from the bench side where Jeff Locker and Donnie Alberti are, they had a good look at it, and maybe they feel comfortable that he was out.
Well, we have the opposite angle look at it, so he's out of the box there. Does he make the mistake of tapping the ball here at all? This is a be where it's at. Ooh, there's his feet. Oh, great angle change. God, we have the best crew in the business. Williamson's, there's a shot. Oh, ball's out of the box. Feet, one of his feet's clearly out of the box. Hands are out of the box. I mean,
does it hit his hand though?
It looked to me like it's hit his hand when he's right there. It looks like it's hit his hands.
Well, they should just ask us then.
Great challenge. Even if they don't win this one, I gotta give credit. And they, again, you're right. We're looking at the back of this play from our angle up top, whereas the coach is looking at the front of the play. And Bonahene very clearly out of the box. His hands, his feet, at least one of his feet, are making the play on that ball outside of the box.
Yeah, and I think if this play happens on the other side of the box, you don't see the ambush
or is it the original contact right there that they're showing us on the screen right now? Is that original contact low on the right hand out of the box on Williamson's original shot instead of the rebound of Bonahene trying to collect the ball?
Yeah, it's tough to see from
There's
that angle.
A lot of places where this call could be determined. And
we're going to find out real quick here.
Puts the headphones down, and you heard the call there from the in-arena mic. Blue card and a penalty shot for the ambush. And I would call it incredulity on the faces of...
Now it looks like Milwaukee is challenging something.
Oh, baby. Dual challenges. Just what we want. Refs running between benches, not players running between goals.
This is a flashback to Friday night with dueling flags being thrown.
And that did not go well for the ambush, and some weird interpretations of the rules during that game, including a mistake in the starting lineup that was never had to be rectified, apparently. So
I'm not sure what Milwaukee is challenging here.
And the official just threw up a blue card and pointed towards the Milwaukee goal. It looks like, with Bonahene being the man with the card, he will obviously come out, much like we saw Paolo have to come out in his example. I believe we're going to get Augie Ray in bench or in between the pipes for the Wave. Ray, 9 games played with 1 start. 43 shots against, 12 goals for a 6.42 goals against average and a 744 save percentage.
And Augie Ray has stepped up big. Bonahene 13 penalty minutes so far this season. Augie Ray has been called in several times in this exact situation and has come up big for them.
James Thomas is going to be the penalty kicker for the ambush. He is second on the team with 13 goals behind William Eske's 14. James Thomas points to all the officials. Doctor. James Thomas, 1-on-1 with Ray. Oh, it's off the shoulder. James Thomas can't finish. It'll remain just a 3-0 ambush lead with 9:32 left to play. Huge play from Augie Ray.
Once again, he has done this time and time again this season where he's been called into action and stepped up big and made a big play.
Went to his left. Tried, I think, to show that he was going to try to frame it right, but then tried to go left as well, and Ray just closed it out. James Thomas now and company will be on a 5-on-4 power play. One of the teams fighting for a playoff spot, but they have been top half of the league in special teams, both power play and power kill. Most of the season the Ambush have, so can they strike here?
Make a note of that save on that shootout, because at the end of this game, we may come back and look at that.
Especially if they don't get a goal here on this power play. Duca inside to Thomas. Erase that. James Thomas. Oh, he looked Augie Ray down a little bit on that one. You'll get my penalty, but you will not stop me there, my friend. Ambush take a 4-0 lead.
Well done by the Ambush, moving the ball quickly, keeping it on the ground, and then a nice little touch by Duca to find James Thomas right in the middle of the box and finishes it.
That is the second time the Ambush have just had to do one tap to a man sitting in positioning for the middle who just had to hammer it past an out-of-position keeper. That's 2 times in the last 12 minutes of gameplay. I don't know how many times they did that this entire season before tonight, Mark. This is a completely different looking offense. They just weren't able to generate those looks at any point in the season.
Well, and the confidence that I think that Duca is playing with now is really helping them, because that was just such a nice, soft touch to split two defenders and get that ball into James Thomas.
Daduka killing it, involved in many of the goals tonight already. As Alex Sanchez, the leading scorer active for the Wave today, has not yet gotten involved as they are scoreless on the game. 28 left to play here in the first half. And a 4-0 lead for the Ambush. I think it's safe to say no one saw that one coming, Mark.
No, but they have continued to play well defensively, weather the storm when Milwaukee does have the ball, and at the same time create opportunities for themselves.
O'Keefe trying to pin Sanchez down in the corner. Sanchez refusing to recycle back to the keeper, and he eventually will turn this one over to Mo. Mo's got no problem getting to the keeper, though. Pollo making it move off the wall to himself. Pollo Cortez, off the wall. Axel Shakute with a chance. Bonahene snaps it closed.
Wow, great save there by Bonahene. He's a big man to get down and get his hand on that shot as it was going in that far post.
Steinwasser turns that one over. It was out off him. Although we got a call here. And we're going to go to a break here, the official timeout. The St. Louis Ambush have jumped out to a surprising 4-0 lead. We'll have the final 7:30 of the first half on the other side here on MASL TV.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole fam's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
St. Louis Ambush, Milwaukee Wave in a late season battle here from the Family Arena, and the Ambush jumped out to a surprising 4-0 lead. 7:30 left here in the second quarter. Big game so far for Tristan Austin and Daduka Hulk Carvalho. Both of them with 2 assists apiece. Your goal scorers, Mo Ndiaye, Rafa Araujo, Luis Perez, and James Thomas. Oh, Tristan Austin getting 2 assists to open the game.
Yeah, I mean, this has really been a team effort from this Ambush team so far tonight.
That impact from Austin has been huge for the Ambush. Spark plug player putting his name in the scorebook as out Lucas Almeida on the opposite side of the age spectrum there. Tristan Austin, by the way, came into this game, Mark, 5 games played, 1 goal, 1 point. So right out of the gate in the first 5 minutes of this game, he had already taken his season point total from 1 to 3. Oh, Dylan Hundelt catches Bonahene sleeping on the angle and puts it low and slow. Ambush lead 5-0.
Yeah, they're flying high right now. The confidence level right now with all of the players on the Ambush feeling very comfortable, and it's starting to show. Dylan Hundelt, great finish to the far post there, just stayed over the top of it.
Oh, I do not think Bonahene thought he was going to try the far post. I think he was trying to close out short post. And at that point, if you can pick out the side netting and go high or low, you give yourself the perfect angle, and that's exactly what he did. A perfect shot for the situation. Everything coming up heel so far today. Unbelievable goal for the Ambush. Hundelt, that one. The assist will go to Riley Urey, who I believe picks up just his 3rd point since joining the Ambush, but his play has been crucial.
Yeah, he's been a big part of their success lately with his work rate and creating opportunities.
He wouldn't confirm to me whether or not it was a 4.440, but I mean, it looks like 4.440 is all I'm saying. James Thomas tries to take this away from Steinwasser. Physical tackle there, no call, all ball. Duduka dribbling down, tries to wall off Steinwasser with his body. He does. He loses the ball, but he almost got it to Perez with a wide open goal. Bonahene continues to play an aggressive style despite the 5-0 deficit. Williamson off the wall. He almost roofed it.
Ambush defenders are starting to feel it right now. They're very comfortable going forward against Milwaukee right now.
Pollo played it off the wall again to himself twice. 2 passes off the wall. Goes sliding into this one, and it's going to be off. It will be off Pollo or it be off Alvarez. They're going to say it's off Alvarez.
I don't think anybody knows right now. Looks like we got some padding down on the far side of the field that they're replacing.
Well, they replaced that one and tell everyone about the final home game of the season coming up Friday, March 28th at 7:05 as the Ambush take on the Milwaukee Wave. Be one of the first 1,000 in the arena and receive a free eyeglass cleaning cloth courtesy of Under the Yellow Umbrella. Get your tickets at the arena box office or at Ticketmaster.com. I wear glasses. I got a lot of sunglasses, and those protective cleaning cloths are like gold around my house. So get another one. Come to that last game. And how about the storylines here in the MASL? These teams play 3 times after the trade, and both of them play each other for their last home game of the season. The Ambush last home game against the Wave, the Wave's last home game against the Ambush. A lot of tendrils coming out of that trade. I like it.
Well, and I think that's for the Ambush. The important thing is to continue to play right now, continue to play with confidence, because this game's far from over. I will say I'm not thrilled with Pollo going up as far as he is right now. Continue. Let's keep working on the shutout. You don't need a goal.
Let's say you're the head coach of a team and your goalie plays 2 passes off the wall to himself. Your thoughts at the next stoppage. What are you saying to that keeper after that?
You're a goalie. You're a goalie. I don't need you scoring goals. I need you blocking shots and keeping the ball out of the net.
Angel Chacunte trying to be a scorer, gets it to O'Keefe off the wall. Bonahene plays it in the air. No call there. He was cleanly in the box. Chacunte getting a little physical, and the call will go Steinwasser in the Wave's way.
I'm okay if they're building out of the back and he's involved in that, but I don't need my goalie all the way up, taking balls off the boards and trying to score.
It's just the ball bounces weird sometimes. I know it's a lot more around the corners and stuff like that and off the glass, but I mean, those passes off the wall are working well for him, but you just need one that ricochets the wrong way, and there goes your clean sheet there, buddy. Speaking of which, Alvarez trying to end it with a long-range shot, cannot.
Plus, to me, we're looking at 5-0 right now. To me, if I'm Milwaukee, I'm pissed because you're trying to run it up on me. Your goalie's trying to go up and score. I don't think it sends a great message.
Of course, obviously, the only reason that Milwaukee could have a little bit of a thought process towards the Ambush right now is they have fallen behind in the shots on goal game. The Ambush offense continues to tick up 16 shots on goal, now just 11 for the Wave, as that number a little bit more correlated to the score here. 5-0 Ambush, as Mark said. And they're trying to build on it. 3:22 left to play. Colin O'Keefe taken down by a tackle from Nunez.
Good play there by Nunez, checking back and winning that, not fouling, and winning that ball back, and let Milwaukee start building here again.
Sanchez on the carpet, but he'll immediately sub out. Oliveira. He's got Ludwig. He's got the Steinwasser. Bennett and Nunez. Bennett slapped down by Pollo. Looping clearance there from Christian Briggs will be controlled by the Wave. Headed in from Oliveira to Bonahene and rolled back out to Alex Steinwasser.
And I'm sure Giuliano's talked about, this doesn't all have to be gotten back at one time. Continue to play, create chances for yourself, and get them one at a time to get back in this game.
There was a time in the league where you could have gotten 3 back at one time, but now you need 5 different scoring plays to bring this one back for you if you're the Wave. So start working on it. Long, low worm burner there for Uri. Perfect ball off the frame for Riley Uri. But I don't know if there's a better play for Uri than that quick throw like that.
Well, and he actually drop kicked that pass. That was a great pass by Pollo.
Good job by Crane trying to frame that shot into the top corner, but he put a little bit too much mustard on it. No chance on the counterattack, but still a chance here as they retain possession. Bennett from long range, too high.
Once again, good for the ambush. Keep him out there. Ian Bennett scoring from outside the yellow line is not something I think the ambush has to worry about. They need to just continue forcing Milwaukee to play outside here.
And if you saw what I saw there, you saw Bennett reach for his knee and then run to the bench while his team was in the middle of a forward offensive possession. So obviously that was not nothing there for Ian Bennett. We'll see if he returns as he puts himself back on the bench there. And the Wave will now reset with multiple switches. Crane comes out for Huffman. Troy Morrison gets in the game. We got Javier is the Steinwasher now in the game. And can't control that bounce there, and the ambush will take over with 1:02 left to play here in the first half.
Well, and you can see the ambush doing well defensively, forcing them to shoot from way out and not giving them good scoring opportunities.
Long pass there from Pollo, found the head of a Wave player. Steinwasher controls it now. 50 seconds to play, turns it over to Rafa Araujo. Resets to Almeida. Almeida, he's going to pick out a long pass. He will. He's got James Thomas there off the wall. Thomas with forward position versus Huffman. Off the wall to himself. Sets up against Hoffman. Drops it back to Almeida. 35 seconds left. A lot of long passes here as the ambush will play it down to Pollo. Pollo in the air. Does he keep it in bounds? He will. Header to Austin forward. Too much for Almeida. Banahene gets the throw to Ludwig to start things for the Wave. 22 seconds left. Counter-attacking Wave here. Blocked by Araujo. Oliveira. Oliveira gets on the board. A looping ball that got changed by a tip from the ambush. And the hard defense bites them as it just gets off the hands of Pollo and careens in for a 5-1 game.
Well, and that's a big one there. Shot from distance, but gets deflected. Pollo gets caught reacting to the shot, and it just kind of dinks over the top of him. But that's that one they needed from Milwaukee now to build off that, finish up this half, and come back in and one at a time try and get them back.
13 seconds left. Nothing more heartbreaking, though, than the highlight of a tender who starts jumping one way and the deflection takes the ball the complete opposite way. That's one of the most heartbreaking things in soccer is the ambush. 2-1. Couldn't get a shot off the clump in the corner, but they will go into the half with a 5-1 lead. And here in the halftime, we'll be having some fun, Mark Moser, because we got the mascot game coming up at halftime. Plenty of fun here from the Family Arena. Plenty of fun here for the second half as the ambush trying to fight for a playoff spot against the Milwaukee Wave. 5-1 lead. We'll be back with our halftime on the other side here on MASL TV.
Clint Black in concert. Clint Black, an incredible night featuring some of his greatest hits. Saturday, April 12th, 7 p.m., the Family Arena. Clint Black in concert. Special guests Ruby Lee and Emily Ann Roberts. On sale now at the Carroll House Furniture box office located at the Family Arena or Ticketmaster. Don't miss Clint Black.
It's Coco Melon. Sing along live. Dance and sing along with JJ, Nina, Cody, and all their friends. It's the animal dance. Coco Melon. Sing along live. Jam with the fam and dance every chance you get in this new musical adventure. Live at the Family Arena, Saturday, June 28th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Go! Shoot! It's goal!
MASL in 5, back once again. What's going on, folks? I'm Alex Bastianski. It is great to see you again. We got lots to get you caught up on from stuff that's gone down over the past few days. And we've got to preview what's coming up this weekend in just 5 minutes. So let's go.
I think it was just a bench warning, Tom. It looked like on Coach Stokic.
Tayo turning, shot the goal! All hail the king. He's got his first as a member of the Wave.
Frank Tayo made his debut with the Milwaukee Wave last weekend, and I'd say he made a pretty good impression, to put it mildly. The league's all-time points leader was unstoppable, racking up 4 goals, plus a helper as Milwaukee smoked Kansas City 13-3. Now, we wondered what the chemistry between him and Ian Bennett would be like. Frighteningly good, as it turns out. Beautiful assist by Bennett to Frank right there. They will be a terrifying duo. And it was a milestone day for IB26 as well. The MASL legend had 2 points, taking him over the 500 mark for his career. Congratulations to the Canadian assassin. The Wave snapped KC's 8-game winning streak in the process. Let's check in on the playoff race. St. Louis is suddenly surging. They face Dallas, a team they're fighting for 8th spot, and absolutely teed off on them, winning 9-2. That marks the biggest margin of victory for St. Louis so far this season. They also faced Utica City, and once again, the Ambush was flexing its offensive muscle. It was Star Wars night in St. Louis, and the Force was definitely with them.
Everything else is going to change.
Oh, Chili on a take. Chili Willie!
They racked up 9 goals in this contest as well, holding off UCFC 9-8. And the team they are chasing for 8th spot missed a golden opportunity to pad its lead. Tacoma was hosting San Diego and just couldn't quite pull it off, losing to the Sockers 8-5. So they sat in 8th spot, but the Ambush entered this weekend with a game in hand, so they've got time to make up that difference. There are lots of great games happening this weekend. 2 huge ones include the top 3 teams in the league. Both involve KC. The Comets traveled to Chihuahua on Friday to face the first place Savage, who they beat 5-2 back on January 25th. 2 days later, they'll be back at home against second place San Diego. They've had 2 great games this season, those squads, with each team winning 1. Okay, your Green Drop Players of the Week: Boris Pardo in goal from San Diego, Omar Silla from Baltimore defensively, and offensively it is, yes, the King, Frank Tayo. Let's start with King Frank making his Milwaukee debut. Couldn't have gone much better. Absolutely dominant. 5 points in that massive win over the KC Comets. Defensively, Omar Silla, what a game he had against Harrisburg. Great on defense and offensively as well. 4 points, 3 goals, 1 assist in the big Baltimore win. And in goal, Boris Pardo doing what Boris Pardo does, big saves, and he also chipped in with 2 assists in the win over Tacoma. Okay, plays of the week now.
No sixth attacker jersey has been deployed yet onto the...
Oh, from Gamboa! Oh, Noah.
It's a ragged far post shot. Goal! It's Danny! Lovegrove lines up the shot. Chavez now can dribble clear. 2v1 despite the numbers deficit. Here's Chavez into the attacking zone. Chavez goes on, rolls it across. Macias!
Let's get back Alvis, fakes the shot. Araujo slips a bit. Dantas!
Checo. Diegas. Oh, my! Oh, what a blast from Diegas!
Ruggles from distance plays himself. Wallace score. Look at Drew Ruggles go. Christo tries to read it, comes off his line. Ruggles called his own number.
He's a great salesman sometimes.
Performance.
Almeida Dalu! I doff my cap to you, good sir.
Hero now in his 11th season, the only coach in the MASL there. Ian coming down, shot like goal! Oh, what a combination there from Ricardo to Ian. Wave leads 3-0. Point number 500 in Ian Bennett's career.
And that is going to wrap things up for today's show. But just a reminder that all throughout the MASL season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the league, be sure to check out their official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper. Under pound the guards, top-notch hoes, get the most, nothing less. Straight to the top, I got that young boss. Pushing culture, baby, got that body, you can make it.
Restore Chesterfield is the official wellness and recovery center for your St. Louis Ambush. We offer cryotherapy, IV drips, hyperbaric oxygen, and so much more. Bring your ticket stub and receive 1 free core service. See you soon, and go Ambush!
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
Take control. Make a healthy change. Maintain a healthy weight. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke or use smokeless tobacco. Eat a healthy diet. Limit alcohol. Protect yourself from the sun and avoid tanning beds. Protect against sexually transmitted infections. Get screening tests. For more 8 Ways tips, visit siteman.woostel.edu/take control.
Welcome into halftime at the Family Arena between the St. Louis Ambush and the Milwaukee Wave. Matthew Rocchio and Mark Moser bringing you this game on MASL TV. And let's take a look at our first half stats. The Ambush leading this game 5-1. Pretty even in a lot of the other stats. Shots on goals, 16-15, saves, 7-6. But the big markers jumping out, of course, the goal difference the block shot difference, and then the one penalty that the Ambush were able to take advantage of, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, the Ambush have done a good job of limiting their opportunities, limiting quality opportunities by blocking shots. 8 block shots for the Ambush to just the 4 for Milwaukee.
Taking away the pressure from those 15 shots on goal. Again, just 1 shot allowed. Pollo Cortez was the goalkeeper who racked up all 7 of those saves for the Ambush in the first half. Will we see him in the second half? Will we see a switch to the Brazilian Rob Lowe? Either way, we'll find out after the highlights here as Tristan Austin gets the first of his 2 assists to Mo NDI right off the rip. Speaking of off the rip, plenty of rips from the Wave defenders here, but good positioning there from Rafa Araujo, and Tristan Austin picks up his 2nd assist of the game. Speaking of great positioning, Luis Perez right off to Duca picks up the 3-0 lead. James Thomas couldn't get the goal here off the penalty shot, but because it was a penalty, James Thomas still found a spot and found the goal there for a 4-0 lead. Ambush were not done there. Off the shot from their keeper, Pollo, there was a good save there from Bonahene, and then Dylan Hundell came down the other way. Bonahene always on his heels in this game because of the Ambush offense. Hundell takes advantage there. Speaking of taking advantage of an Ambush deflection, that was Breno Oliveira off the pass from Ludwig, and the deflection from an Ambush defender helps him out and put the Wave on the board. A 5-1 difference in this game as the mascots running through the game right now. It's been chaotic. I'm not sure who has scored. There's been plenty of felt down on the carpet, though. And we'll try to bring you a final from this game when we come back for the second half of the Milwaukee Wave in the St. Louis Ambush, live from the St. Charles Family Arena here on MASL TV.
Daniel's experience with Kickaroos is he loves putting on the jersey every Saturday. He comes out, enjoys being part of the team, playing around with the ball, learning the game from his coaches, and skills that can last him a lifetime.
You know, this is what young kids sports should be like. It should be fun, it should be engaging, it should be positive. And my son Henry, when I tell him today is Thursday, he's like, is tomorrow soccer day? It's like, no, tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday is soccer day. For a 4-year-old to have that sort of desire to keep doing an activity, it says a lot about the program. program. I feel like every coach that we've interacted with, they truly enjoy working with the kids. So at the end of the practice, I make it a mission of mine to say thank you and say, hey, how is my kid doing? And they're all like, oh, he's having so much fun and we love having him. And so it's clear that everybody involved really enjoys kids.
I love soccer so much, and just being a part of the game, being able to coach kids and like being able to influence them like at such a young age in this great sport, it's really something.
Take control. Make a healthy change. Maintain a healthy weight. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke or use smokeless tobacco. Eat a healthy diet. Limit alcohol. Protect yourself from the sun and avoid tanning beds. Protect against sexually transmitted infections. Get screening tests. For more 8 Ways tips, visit siteman.woostel.edu/take control.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more.
Shot of one of the legendary landmarks here in St. Louis, Yeats Bridge. They had to get an elephant to walk across it first because there was an old wives' tale that an elephant will never walk across an unsturdy bridge. So after they built it, they said, we got to see an elephant walk across this thing before any human does. It's a real thing that actually happened as we have the mascots out there for our mascot game. It was chaotic, but I think Fredbird's team won. Honestly, I just a little, if you're a GM of a mascot league out there, the key is the connections of the heads. Because most times a lot of the mascots are having to run around there with their hands keeping their head in place, which just takes your balance off completely. And so if you can just really get a secure mascot head, you could dominate this league, I think.
Well, and Louis from the St. Louis Blues might have been a ringer in this game because he was all over the place.
I think you put Louis in something that looks this close to a hockey arena, and he's too comfortable. But I believe Fredbird's team did walk away as the winners of the match, and Louis is going to stay and get the fan appreciation, but Fredbird's going to walk away, I believe, with the victory. Looks like we are going to have a change-up, Mark Moser. You saw something at the end of the first half that you think might have forced the Ambush's hand a little bit?
Well, I talked in the first half about I don't want my goalkeeper going all the way down. And Pollo Cortez goes down and winds up pulling his hamstring on the last play of the first half. And it looks like we're going to have Paulo in goal for the second half. So
yes, and the reason why we think that's what happened, and because they make these halftime changes a lot, and the halftime change was in the cards. But Jose Ogaz, the reserve keeper, the third number 3 keeper, he's out there warming up Paulo right now, and Pollo is not out on the field. And so that makes me think that exactly what Mark saw at the end of that game is going to carry over here, which is I think we saw maybe an injury from Pollo at the very end as he was getting out in the offensive part of the game at the very end of the half. So Paulo, the Brazilian Rob Lowe, franchise leader in so many statistics, one of the best the game has ever seen between the pipes, will take over for this second half as he tries to protect a 5-1 Ambush lead.
It's just something that I don't think needed to happen. We didn't need him to go score a goal at the end of the half. You're up 5-1. You don't need your goalkeeper going up to try and score a goal.
offense has been humming, and they've been getting some contributions from some unlikely players. Tristan Austin with 2 assists. Riley Uri has an assist as well. Goals from 5 different players. How big is that for the Ambush? Mo NDI, Rafa Araujo, Louis Perez, James Thomas, and Dylan Hundelt. All different goal scorers for the Teal today.
It really has been a great team effort by the Ambush. Milwaukee is going to want to do things a little differently. I mean, Derek Huffman, who's not had the ball up in good scoring positions, they're going to want to try and get the ball up to him if they can and get them back. Like I said, get them back one at a time. You're not going to score 4 goals on one shot. So just work yourself back into this game if you're Milwaukee.
Speaking of Huffman, he will get an early touch as he will start off this second half for the Wave. 30 minutes to go as the Ambush and Wave fighting for a very crucial 3 points here. Ambush fighting for that playoff spot. Wave fighting for that top seed still available, the 4th seed in San Diego, as James Thomas cuts down the veteran Ian Bennett, and that foul will go against him in the Ambush.
And you could see Milwaukee there trying to get an opportunity for Huffman to post up, and they just couldn't get the ball into him.
Oliveira resets to Alvarez. Sanchez, long ball there, and Paulo gets involved early. And banging on the glass. He's fired up.
And if you're Paulo, you want that. You want to get into this game right away coming off the bench.
Williamson can't handle it, so the Wave, while it won't be a advantageous turnover, will keep the ball. Huffman back deep, isolated with James Thomas. They're going to get the ball to him deep. Ian Bennett's going to run off him. Is going to be enough. Off the wall. Bennett's there. Could not connect. Uri. Speed. But the punching toe from Sanchez kept it alive, and then he kicked it off of Uri's face. Uri fighting there. Got a little away with a little push. And Eske dribbling now to Duduka. Tries to give and go. Couldn't handle it.
Will Eske, his burst of speed is so dangerous.
Uri. Burst of speed past Sanchez, but he catches his breath. Almeida. Down to Duduka. Where's the runner off to Duduka? He's going to get doubled by Nunez, but he gets the ball off the wall. Mo, as we get Riley Uri resetting, we'll get a body out here. There's going to be Tristan Austin, more speed. Long ball, give and go here. I think it kind of faked out the Milwaukee defense a little bit there. Slides it 5-hole. Ball's going to bounce through and in. Ambush score another one. What happened on the miscommunication for the Wave there, Mark?
Milwaukee gets caught making a change, it looked like. And once again, your last man back on defending a 2-on-1 is Ian Bennett. That is not what the Wave want.
In the 5-hole pass from Mo NDI right past Bennett there, and then Hundelt makes the run. Alex Steinwasser does a good job getting back. Bonahene does a good job flinging his body in front, but Dylan Hundelt beats them both.
Well, and Mo NDI, great getting that ball under control and then slotting that ball through Ian Bennett's legs to get it to Hundelt, making that run to the back post, and just another good finish. Patience by the Ambush defensively, and then creating opportunities and finishing their chances.
Mo has started to look more comfortable in his second stint with the Ambush the last few games. Had 3 assists against the Sidekicks, then missed the game against San Diego, and he was much missed for that game. He's back tonight, though, and he's making an impact there with an assist. Christian Briggs off a Wave player and into the wash. So stay with the Ambush, Louis Perez.
Williamson cool and comfortable back there in the defensive end.
Wave look like they're trying to turn up the pressure a little bit. Williamson beats Steinwasser one-on-one. He's got him chasing. Perez shuttles it through, but didn't go the way he wanted it to off the wall.
And I think the one thing that the ambush has right now is they have multiple defenders that not only are good, strong one-on-one defenders, but guys that can go forward and create offensive opportunities, and that's so important in this indoor game.
Crane trying to go to work on Briggs, but he's going to reset this one. Ambush defense staying in that shell. Get it low to Crane. One-on-one versus Thomas. He's got a runner. He's going to turn this one. He's going to be punched away from Briggs. Another block for him. Ambush going to try to play out of the back. A little possession soccer here. Luis Perez down the left wing. Cross pass is cut away by Oliveira, but it's going to stay with Perez. Cut down there, Perez trying to find a body.
Regroup for the ambush. Get some changes.
Yuri. Eske, Williamson, Thomas, and Chakunte. Your 5-man lineup for the ambush right now. Williamson tried that, but it got cut out. Looked like by Pill.
The one thing I would like to see the ambush do is if they're trying to get the ball into Duduka, try and get the ball into him at the top of the box a little more. He continually is getting the ball all the way against the boards, limits his ability and options for players running off of him. If they can get him to him at the top of the box, it can create more opportunities.
Riley Yuri continues to draw whistles for the ambush, and this time we'll get them an advantageous free kick as he cut through the defense and was cut down. Almeida will take the set piece. He'll have Eske, Duduka, Briggs, and then sitting on the goal line, actually inside the goal, is James Thomas. 2-man wall in front of him of Huffman and Steinwasser. Almeida most likely will pass off this one. He will to Duduka. He fakes. Eske! Top corner! Snipe job! No doubter! Ambush continue to push the lead. 7-1.
Nice set piece, patience, and a great finish by Will Eske just to make sure he puts that on goal.
7 goals, 7 goal scorers. The offense continues to just spread the wealth around. Duduka step over. Will Eske, that's an absolute snipe. Top corner, 8-ball corner pocket, however you want to call it. Chili Willie Eske with some cold work out there.
Well, in putting it on target, he didn't try and crush it. He just put the ball on target and let the ball do the work for him.
One of the prettier goals you're seeing. Credit the ambush coaching staff for drawing up a nice set piece with the dummy, Almeida. Dummy through to Duduka, and just let your boy Chili Willie step right into one. 7-1 victory. Ambush have not let up today. Tristan Austin tries to put one in. Oh, fingertip save by Bonahenne. The only thing keeping this from a snowman for the ambush. Oh, Almeida pressing hard. Chakunde pressing hard and going to win this one from Sanchez. Ambush don't necessarily have numbers, but a good ball here.
That's all right. Keep it. Give it back to Paulo. You know he's comfortable with the ball as well.
Almeida's got a runner in O'Keefe. He's going to pass it off and slow things down. Williamson slicing pass to O'Keefe, who's got Rafa to work off him. He's got a runner from Louis on the other side. We'll go to the Wave. Ian Bennett trying to dribble out of pressure here. Through 4 ambush players and gets it off long. Mo trying to win the foot battle with Nunez. Nunez shuttles it along the wall but loses it to Mo. Crosses it to O'Keefe, going the other way for the ambush.
Ambush can get some changes here, get some fresh bodies on.
Hundelt joins the group and he'll get the ball. Beats Crane on the give and go with Perez. Briggs, long ball, rolls it into Hundelt. Hundelt's going to be pushed down by Crane, no call. Late whistle. Ambush will keep it, get the ball just at the BJC sign on the sideline. No subs. You got runners in Louis and O'Keefe. Briggs and Hundelt as your defenders, and your point man is Duduka up top.
It's amazing. It's amazing what 7 goals will do for you. You jump in your step. The ambush players right now are all interweaving, moving, creating so much trouble for Milwaukee. It's just the confidence that they're playing with right now.
That was a big word in our pregame talks with both teams. Playing with confidence, keeping the confidence going, gaining confidence. All those things have been important today, and safe to say have been a large factor in today's game. As Luis Perez puts it off the wall, Bonahenne just able to tip it. But they almost went against him. Javier Steinwasser trying to bring this one out, and they'll have to reset.
9 minutes left in the third. There's still time for Milwaukee to work themselves back into this game.
Huffman, there's that positioning deep, puts it off the wall. He had Morrison, but Morrison mishit that one, put it way wide.
But that's what they need. Get that ball down to Huffman. He's dangerous when he turns, plays a good ball off the boards there, and Morrison just mishit that.
Huffman pressuring Hundelt, put it off to Eske, who switched to Thomas, and they're beating the press here, bringing in the goalkeeper. Paulo, deep shot here to Eske, off the wall. Eske overran that one just a tad. As Cueta, speaking of overrunning one. As Cueta pressured by Rafa, they get it to Bonahene. Upfield, Williamson cuts that one out before Pill could get to it. And now it's back to keeper. Oh, Pill, sliding tackle on the goalkeeper, and that's going to be an immediate card. No hesitation there. The Ambush will have another advantage, already leading 7-1. And Paulo, is down. Hard tackle there. Looks like he's going to be fine, considering he's a 40-year-old man who's squatting that dexterously. Feel like he should be fine.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that's a blue card, but if you're Taylor Pill, that ball's free in front of the box there. I think you got to try and reach in and poke it. There was nothing violent about it. He tried to reach in and poke it thought the ball was getting away from Paulo, and he winds up getting a 2 here.
Ambush have their second power play of the game. They are 1 for 1. And again, one of the top half teams in the league at power play opportunities, especially after putting that one in earlier in the game. They did it earlier. They did it very fast as they got it Duduka to James Thomas for an easy goal. Both those players on the field now.
Milwaukee 67% on the season on the penalty kill.
Not bad. Almeida, top of your screen to Duduka, looping it to Eske, who will keep possession and resets. Hundelt looks left to Eske, passes it back. He's got the Duduka up top. There's the Duduka. Duduka, space to Rome. Gives to Almeida. Passes it back. Back heel to Thomas. Thomas, sliding shot. Tries to get it past Bonahene. Can't. Off the wall. No clearance from the Wave.
How many times this season you think Duduka has done that behind the leg pass?
He's done it 30 times in the last 3 games. It has become a specialty of his, seemingly in the last month, which, hey man, develop them skills. Will Eske again, long range, blocked by Azcueta, right in the middle.
The important part for the Ambush is to keep working it, keep creating, get yourself a good opportunity, because as long as you got the ball in it, you're taking off 2 minutes of the clock.
38 seconds left on the penalty. Ambush have gotten 21 shots on goal throughout this game to the 17 for the Wave. Trying to add a few here in an advantageous position. Hundelt slides to Thomas. Thomas, a lot of space to work. He gets to Almeida. Almeida pressured late. Hundelt at the top. Now to Duduka again. He's passing this one around. 17 seconds left. Duduka tries turnage towards the wall. Hundelt. Almeida, a lot of space. Almeida fakes the shot to Duduka. Duduka, 9 seconds left on the penalty. To Almeida. Almeida, shot. Not enough mustard on it, but it's going to fall to Eske. Eske off the wall. And it'll fall to a Wave foot, and it'll be kicked out and away. They'll clean the penalty and go back to 5-on-5 soccer. Thomas inside. Turnage took him a little bit too far right. Good attempt.
Thomas has that turn of his. He is so quick at that turn and getting the shot off all in one motion.
Really has found his game as of late. Mo on a run. Beats the switch from the Wave, but it was a bad pass rarely from Eske. Oh, Ian Bennett, one of the most dangerous players in the league. How many times has he scored that goal? It's blocked that time by Paulo.
We talked about the importance of this game for both of these teams and their positions in the playoffs. The other thing I think that's important about this game for the Ambush side is they've played Milwaukee well over the past couple years, but have come out on the losing end. And this maybe can give them a little extra confidence.
And Ian Bennett will get on the scoring sheet on an assist to Kyle Crane. Nifty little goal there for the Milwaukee Wave. And they bring this one to a 7-2 deficit. 5:12 left to play. Good move there from Bennett. Wow, how about working in the phone booth like that?
Well, and once again, it's 7-1, and you got Ian Bennett continually working to create an opportunity for them.
An incredible goal from one of the best. We'll be back here with the rest of this third frame as the Ambush leads 7-2 on MASL TV.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole fam's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Fans, it's never too early to start talking playoffs. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 5th through the 7th. Ticket deposits are now being accepted. For more information, visit frontwavearena.com.
View of the riverfront here, downtown St. Louis. We're just off the other riverfront. That's the mighty Mississippi. Stone's throw here from the Missouri at the Family Arena as the Ambush hope to keep this 5-goal lead intact, 7-2. Milwaukee Wave able to put their second goal on the boards just before our break as William Bonahene acrobatically tries to save that one while keeping himself in the box. And I think that torsion that he had to kind of put into himself to stop his movement, I think he might have hurt himself there.
Yeah, I think as he came down there, kind of jammed himself. At the same time, he was trying to twist to get back into the box and taking its toll on him.
He is a ball of muscle. He is a big guy, but he's so springy and so athletic that he is just balls of muscle. And so when he jumps like that and grabs that ball and in mid-air has to torque his body like that, that's a lot of tendon and sinew getting stretched and strained ways that it's not used to. And you can tell he was holding his back a little bit. He's trying to stretch things out. I mean, look at this long ball here. He goes and win this one. I mean, this is a big guy. He's got a man under him. Watch, he's got to spin his body here. Oh, he's so much weight on he's got so much weight on his one leg, and he's got to spin. He's got to put all his leg on an ankle that's essentially turning so he doesn't get hit with another blue card. That had to be a painful moment.
Yeah, he's still a little shaken here, but he's a competitor, that's for sure.
Long ball there, snapped away by Paulo, and he'll roll this one to Miggy Perez. Tucano's QR now showing up in the top of our screen. Want to have a little fun, fans? Scan the QR code to participate in the Tucano's fan cam. Share your post online. Tag the Ambush for a chance to win tickets to an MASL game. Have a little fun. We found out that Mark's not the filter kind of person, but I don't know, Mark. I feel like the Tucano's QR code could be for you.
I think what you're saying is I need some filter.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Wave trying to build up some offense here. They got to chip away slowly. They got about 19 minutes of game time to do so. He said can't get them all back at once as Duduka take all this field up at once as he kicks that one deep.
Milwaukee's not going to break from what they're trying to do here. They're going to continue to try and work the ball up top, see if they can create some opportunities for themselves.
Crane on the board for a goal earlier this game. Reset this one to Morrison. Morrison tries to dribble this one past Hundelt. Hundelt's hard tackle into Morrison. Play will not continue. They'll only stop there.
Yeah, they got tangled up there. Morrison looks like he might have caught the worst of that. Dylan jumped up and ran off. But a good opportunity for Morrison to take it down the line there, try and get a ball off the boards and into the box.
Alvarez will start this, not necessarily a corner, but dangerous nonetheless. And Ian Bennett puts that one away. Easy into the side netting against Paolo. Wave coming back here a little bit, making it 7-3.
Ian Bennett keeps working.
Woo!
Gets himself in a good position. A great layoff there by Alvarez. And Bennett just tucks it into the far post.
Second greatest goal scorer in MASL history, behind only his new teammate Frank Tayu. And he hammers that one home. Tough one for Paolo to get to. It's a 4-point game, back to what it was at halftime.
Milwaukee, you just keep chipping away. Ambush, keep playing. Keep trying to create opportunities.
Almeida winning that ball there. Steinwasser shuttles him down. No call. They wanted it, won't get it. Wide open play here. Sanchez running onto it. Ambush recovering on defense to Steinwasser. Steinwasser leaves it for multiple Wave. Grable's going to be the one who hits it. Saved leaping by Paolo.
Wow, what a save, Paolo. That ball was deflected. He was able to get up and hang up to make that save.
Steinwasser trying to settle things down as the Wave get two new players on. Huffman, one of the new players, will go deep. Alvarez. Punched away by Almeida. He wants a call. He'll get it.
Huffman I'm not sure, maybe he's nursing an injury. He has not been nearly as active as he normally is.
Chacunte, one-on-one. Beats Ludwig and beats Bonahede for another ambush. Goal! 8-3.
That's a great goal, great one-on-one dribbling ability, and a great left-footed finish.
Oh, you love it from Axel Chacunte, one of the guys who went from being a defender or a midfielder to a forward because of the Tayu trade. He's been getting more time up front. Beats Ludwig one-on-one, right to left. And then how about the placement on the shot, Mark?
Yeah, coming across there and cutting it back to the near post. Bonahede just could not get his hands up quick enough.
An incredible goal from Axel Chacunte. As the ambush continue, the goal scoring. Mark, I don't know if we've ever seen this kind of spread out goal scoring from not just the ambush, but really any team in this league. Hundelt to Louis Perez. James Thomas trying to get involved. Brilliant save by Bonahede.
Well, the other important point, it's answering back. It's Milwaukee scoring and the ambush just answering back. Hey, we're not done yet. That's important. That's something that I think they can build on in this game if they can continue through the rest of this minute 46 into the fourth. Is we're going to keep coming at you.
Dylan Hundelt, the only multi-goal scorer for the ambush today. 8 goals, 6 different goal scorers for the ambush. Spreading it on like San Diego, some of the better teams, the Comets. 2 very good teams who don't have that heavy one scorer. Spread it out a little bit more. The ambush are doing that today. 8 goals here in the first 3 frames, and we're not done. Minute 17 left to play. Back to a 5-goal deficit for the Wave to work against.
Speaking of San Diego and Kansas City, they're going to be playing here in a couple hours.
That'll be a pretty good game, I'd say.
Yeah, two teams that are at the top of their game right now.
O'Keefe tried to clear that one, but it was off Will Eske, and Duduka's down in the corner, and he's holding his knee. Don't want to see that if you're the ambush. He's had such a huge game.
Yeah, I didn't see. Yeah, he is holding his knee. Such a big, thick player that if he gets it caught on the turf there and tweaks it, that's not good.
And we're going to have the athletic trainers come out and talk to Duduka. I'll tell everybody, if you have a group of 10 or more who want to attend an ambush game at a discounted rate, we are here to help. Send an email to info@stlambush.com to request more information. That's info@stlambush.com. And, of course, that final home game coming up on March 28th against this Milwaukee Wave team. And considering the battle tonight has been and all the histrionics around this matchup in this season, it'll be a good one to get a group here to watch an ambush game for.
On the ambush, 5 games after tonight. 2 more of those are at home. 1 more against Milwaukee here at home, but then they go on the road to Baltimore, Texas, Dallas, and then the final game in Milwaukee. Long way to go for the ambush, but things are doing well tonight.
And you saw Duduka just went down on that one leg. A lot of the pressure and the weight of that contest went down on that, I guess it was right knee of Duduka. He's up and moving under his own power, as you can see on the screen.
That's a positive sign to see him walk off like that.
Mo NDI will hit the restart button for the ambush. He's joined by Lucas Almeida, Dylan Hundell, Riley Uri, and Rafa Araujo, a dangerous grouping. Sanchez, Steinwasser, Huffman, Grable, and Azqueta are your wave. And Azqueta will come away with the first big play here, the reset. Gets up to Steinwasser. A lot of ground to move in the zone between 2 ambush. Ambush get 4 back off the post. Lucky bounce out there for the ambush and for Paolo.
Great turn just off the inside of the post. He had Paolo beat.
And Paolo and the entire ambush defense beat as Hundell working through the wave defense, puts it off the wall. Rafa had no goalie in front of him, and he puts it in. Hundell, another huge play and another goal for the ambush.
Great play by Dylan Hundell. Going forward, not just banging it off the boards. He took a touch, then played it off. Instead of just hammering it off the boards where it comes out too far, takes a touch and plays a great ball, and Rafa Araujo just buries it again.
Is that 3 times that William Bonahenne has played a ball on the corner like that really aggressively, and it's completely bit them and led to an easy goal? That's 3 different times.
Well, I think Dylan Hundell gets him to bite, thinking that he's going to shoot, takes that little extra touch, and then plays it off the boards. And at that point, Bonahenne's done.
I mean, we talked to Giuliano Oliveira before the game, Mark, and he talked about being a little bit more conservative and a little less risky in these away games, saving that risk for the home games. I'm surprised that piece of thought did not get communicated from head coach to goalkeeper, especially because those 2 are usually always on the same line.
Yeah, but like I said, on that one, I think if you look back at it, that little hesitation that Dylan, he thought Dylan was going to shoot, so he's got to go for that, and then he's frozen. That's what killed him, I think, there.
Credit to Hundell. 2 goals and now adds the assist to his resume. Great game so far. Alvarez shuttles it to Almeida, who's able to clear that one in a dangerous potential corner. Will not get dangerous as the 3rd quarter ends. And the ambush able to add to their halftime lead. They're now up by 6. Fast-paced 3rd quarter here between the ambush and the Wave. What do we got in us for this 4th frame? Come back and see here It's the Ambush in the Wave on MASL TV.
Time nominated Grammy Award winner Dwight Yoakam. The Cosmic Roundup and Rodeo Tour. April 24th, 7 p.m., the Family Arena. With special guest, the Mavericks. On sale at the Carroll House Furniture box office located at the Family Arena or Ticketmaster. Dwight Yoakam Live.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo. Alex Bostavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Disagree with a call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube.
We got a great third period in today's game. 5 of these 12 goals scored all in that third period. The Ambush extended their lead from a 4-goal lead to a 6-goal lead thanks to that stretch, as well as they scored 5 to the 2 from the Wave. And because of that goal scoring and maybe a little bit of an injury, we've seen a change between the pipes for the Wave.
Yeah, I think with Benahene going down there earlier, going to give Augie Ray the fourth period here. A very capable goalkeeper who is going to help this Milwaukee team try and see if they can fight back into this game.
Ray saved the penalty kick from James Thomas earlier in the game, but he then got beat by some unfortunate play from his defense in front of him for a James Thomas goal on the resulting power play. He'll take over for the final 15 minutes of this game as the Ambush try to get out of this game with a very crucial W that will put them in the playoff picture as they go forward. Wave, though, tied with 33 points with both the 4th and 5th teams in the standings, trying to change things here with a fourth quarter run. Can they get it going? Javier Steinwasser and company will try, and they will go straight to their 6th attacker right out of the gate. Breno Oliveira is the 6th attacker in the purple jersey. It's not a keeper, ladies and gentlemen. They're playing aggressive. Might be one of the reasons we saw Augie Ray, maybe a little bit more fleet of foot back and forth from the benchmark.
Right, yeah, I think so. And they're, kudos to them. Go for it.
Yeah, I love the call there. You got it. 6 goals is so much. The way that the Ambush defense has been playing the last few games, even against good teams like the Sockers, 6 goals in 15 minutes is not an easy task against Robert Williamson in this group.
And if you can get a couple of them, chip away a little bit, then maybe you go back to Augie Ray for a bit. But it'll some confidence. They're clearly confident in playing this way.
So far, nothing dangerous against them for the first minute and a half. Oliveira, guarded by O'Keefe. Ambush got to go to a zone, so they're playing a man down effectively. 6-on-5. They faced the side kicks for about 8 minutes of the fourth quarter a few weeks ago and were able to tack on some extra goals there. Put that one away. The side kicks did make it interesting as well.
Well, and the difference here is for Milwaukee, the sixth attacker, normally you'd have a Ricardo Carvalho out there. You would also, make such a big difference having a player like that out there. Max Ferdinand, players that can make a big difference, especially in this sixth attacker situation.
Breno Oliveira and Alex Sanchez over on that left side almost made magic, just missing the connection with Huffman and Steinwasser and getting it past Paulo. Lucky there for the ambush. Ball has definitely bounced their way today. It bounces here to Rafa Araujo. He's going to clear that one. Into the net. Will he go? Yes! Field goal's good! Only counts towards one, but it's a crucial point for the ambush. Rafa Araujo from long distance makes it 10 for the ambush.
Yeah, that's the price you pay, though.
Yeah, Breno Oliveira did not really get on his horse very much to get back there. And a lucky shot from Araujo. Like I said, the ball was bouncing the ambush's way all game, and it did not stop there. A pinpoint clearance goal for Rafa as he gets his second of the game, and the ambush extend to a 7-goal, 10-3 lead.
Yeah, great finish by him, though. Normally, you're right. That's not a shot that's going to get finished. It's going to go high. It's going to go wide. But he struck that one right on goal.
So they will keep Breno out there, the sixth attacker, as they now have to chip away at a 7-goal lead in 12-24. The math gets worse for the Wave.
At the same time, this is good for the ambush to be able to work against this. Games down the road here, if they can continue to play well, they might find themselves in this situation, and this is good work for them.
And this matchup's not done, not far from over. 2 more games between these teams. Another game here at the Family Arena between the Wave. That'll be the final home game for the ambush. And in fact, you can get some tickets for that final home game this season, March 28th, 7:05. They will take on the Miami Wave. Be one of the first 1,000 in the arena, and you'll receive a free eyeglass cleaning cloth courtesy of Under the Yellow Umbrella. And you can get your tickets at the arena box office or at Ticketmaster.com. Again, Ticketmaster.com, or if you're find yourself around here, go to the arena box office, grab those tickets for that last home game of the season, one of 2 final home games of the year. And Breno Oliveira adds to the promo, because you might see a little bit of that if you come out to the game on March 28th. As the Wave are trying to strike back here, and the man in the purple jersey, the sixth attacker, draws one back for the Wave and takes it back to a 6-goal deficit, 11:27 left to play.
Wow.
Scorcher.
Not much room there outside the yellow line, and just crushes it to the upper far post.
Rolled back to him, one step into it, and much like Will Eske a few frames ago, picks his corner and strikes it with efficiency and power, and nothing the keeper can do there. 10-4 with 11:20 left to play. I mean, I don't know how you're not going to want to get tickets to this final home game of the season against this Wave team, because after that, the Wave then will have their final home game of the season, which is against the ambush. And Robert Williamson, you keep making the promos better. Former Milwaukee Wave defender, now in an ambush jersey, locks in goal number 11 on the afternoon for his new side. What a goal for Robert Williamson. Inside foot, it looked like outside of the foot, inside foot on the ball, outside foot as he kicked it, and then just able to catch the corner.
Yeah, the ball pops free, and he makes a good run and just strokes it to the far post. Not much Augie Ray can do on that.
The ball, the bounces the ambush are getting right now. That again, that's his inside foot, and he's hitting it with the outside part of his inside foot, catching the far corner as it just leaks in. I mean, Robert Williamson could try that shot 100 times more today, and he will not score a goal on it. Unbelievable the way things are bouncing in favor of the ambush today. And all that luck on these jerseys. Seems like you might want one, and you can get one as they are wearing their specialty jerseys today for autism awareness. Always to show out in these specialty jerseys, give you some memories to remember as you go on to our website and help us raise funds for Action for Autism. You can bid on these jerseys to help raise funds for Action for Autism. And more information on how to bid can be found on the St. Louis Ambush Facebook and Instagram pages. The auction ends March 16th. Again, these beautiful teal jerseys with some winning flavor right on side of them, as they will allow a goal here. Wave not giving up here as they keep on running. Breno Oliveira connects with Huffman as he finally gets involved.
Breno quadruple teamed along the boards and just kept battling. Some fancy footwork to beat two players, then one-on-one, then plays it across. Derek Huffman buries it.
Ambush might have been feeling themselves a little bit during that run of play. What do you think, Mark?
Well, I was just getting ready to say the one thing I'll commend the Ambush on tonight is every time as Milwaukee has tried to jump back into this game, the Ambush have shut the door and answered.
Yes, they have, but got to stay locked in no matter how big the deficit is. Things can change. It's in your favor, but this game can slip away fast in the indoor market as Mondi. he's
going to get a blue card.
How guilty do you got to be to start waving your finger at the ref before he even blows the whistle?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He turned to the ref before the whistle was even blown. Like, you're not going to foul me for that one? And that's just a bad idea.
And we're going to have a challenge flag on that one.
Well, I think it was. Listen, we've had harder tackles that were less egregious that did not get blue cards in this game. So that's why I think the reaction is going to be that way from the Ambush.
I think General Manager Donnie Alberti just wanted to get rid of that flag.
But I think Mo's not doing himself any favors when he starts arguing like that before a whistle's even blown.
No, when you react like that and you're looking, the referee that's running straight at you 10 yards away, you're going to get a blue card every time.
That's the guiltiest I've ever seen a player look in my entire life. The player hadn't even finished falling before Mo was turning and saying, you can't call me for that one. And maybe he's just trying to get the call of the trip out.
Oh. Maybe he didn't get a piece of
Best video crew in the business here giving us a very, very good replay here. It looks like he got a piece of it there. His foot definitely did catch the feet of Grable and take him down. But the beautiful thing about soccer, Mark, is you get that ball first. We can't really comment on what happens after that. You get the ball first, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
You get the ball first. It doesn't matter if your heel clips the guy going down the other way. You got the ball first.
Yeah, I mean they're looking at it several times. Does he clip his leg?
That's ball. Oh, he affects the ball in my opinion, which means that I don't think you can call him for the trip because he's making a play. His foot is coming down, making a play on the ball.
Right.
He contacts the ball, and then his foot contacts Grable. At that point, I think it's clean.
And Mo Ndiaye he was telling the referee, he was telling the bench, throw the flag.
Yeah.
I didn't touch him.
Credit to Mo. Closer to the play than we are, and he had, in my opinion, the right call on that reaction. They are going to say a blue card will be awarded, so looks like things aren't necessarily going to change on the field. The Ambush will most likely be facing a 6-on-4 situation here. I'm kind of with Mo on the reaction, though, after watching it slow down.
Yeah, I mean, he was calling over to Donnie Alberti, general manager for the Ambush, to throw the flag, that he did not feel like it was a 2-minute penalty.
With Breno in the purple jersey, it's 6-on-4 for the Wave as they are down by 6, 11-5, 10 minutes even left on the clock. Hundeld almost tripped up by Sanchez. He will be tripped up by Sanchez. No call, going the other way. Wave, try one, blocked by SK. Cleaned out by Williamson.
I think he got ball there. That's not a foul.
Alvarez to Sanchez. Breno to Ian Bennett. Sanchez, a lot of space to move. Strong side. Huffman in the middle. Switched it back to the right side. Gets it down low to Steinwasser. Sliding Paolo, backs her up. SK with Williamson watching Steinwasser. Alvarez got it in deep to Bennett, but a bad touch meant nothing dangerous there. Ball in the air, fought for. Sanchez headers to beat Ian Bennett. Bennett sets on the tee for Steinwasser. Too hard for Huffman, couldn't respond. Sanchez, too high and wide.
Ambush doing a good job defensively of staying compact and staying together.
Breno off the chest to Paolo, another crucial save there. The Wave have taken the lead in shots on goal, 27, as they are peppering the Ambush defense with this extra attacker. Will takes down Breno, no call. Alvarez gets it to Bennett. Ian Bennett, right foot, blocked by Williamson. Falls to Chakute. Chakute, long ball. Field goal, no good.
Now this is an opportunity for the Ambush to get some fresh bodies on, get a change. They've been chasing for almost 2 minutes. Rafa Araujo on and Lucas Almeida replacing the two up top.
It'll reset at the line. Still 6-on-4 for another 23 seconds. Sanchez off the wall. Huffman could not connect. Robert Williamson, crucial block there. Speaking of Williamson on defense, in. Eske wins that off the wall. Araujo off the wall again. Ball falls to Breno. We'll get a foul against the Wave, and the Ambush will take over. 11 seconds left on this penalty. And I think they wanted a blue card of their own with the way that Rafa went into the wall there.
Yeah, I think he might have sold that a little bit.
No, Rafa? Get out of here.
Just a little bit.
Rafa selling something for a foul? No. Williamson off the deep play from Udoka. Robert Williamson, his second goal of the second half. And the Ambush are back ahead again by 7 goals.
First off, good to see Udoka back on the field.
Amen to that.
Didn't have a great touch there on a ball that was driven hard into him, but Robert Williamson just absolutely crushed that one left-footed.
I don't know if he could have actually got a better touch on that one with how much it was blitzed into him there. I mean, he just let it die off his foot. Robert Williamson with the perfect positioning and one of the better strikes we've seen from him this season, especially in an Ambush jersey. He's got 2 on the game.
And once again, the Ambush answer.
And they do it while they're shorthanded as well. Down by 2 men thanks to the extra attacker from the Wave, who are down by 7 now with 8 minutes as things have gone backwards for them. Mo back in. We're even at 5. Except for the extra attacker. Pollo. To Rafa.
Good composure
Paolo
there.
In net for the Ambush. Pollo not on the bench. I think he went down with an injury at halftime. As Paolo with another huge save. Stays with the Wave. 7:38 to play. Minute per goal. That's all they need. That one won't go. It's blocked by Mo NDI and then cleared out by Will Eske.
The other thing you run into when you pull your goalie that early, Breno Oliveira is basically going to wind up playing almost the entire 4th period at this rate.
Ian Bennett. Steinwasser couldn't hold on to it. Gave Bennett a chance. Steinwasser pulling up. Looks like he's holding his hammy a little bit. Ball keeps bouncing, keeps staying in bounds. And Breno will start things out all the way on the other side of the offense. Steinwasser still holding his thigh. He's not moving very well right now, Mark.
No, he took a little knock there at the top of the box.
Still able to get a shot off of. Blocked down by Paolo. Huffman tried to get a shot in. Won't go. Reset with another clearance, and this one will stay in bounds as well. More time ticking off. 6:30 coming up here for the Ambush. Lead by 7, 12-5.
If you're the Ambush, you want to keep fresh bodies out there. And I like that they're coming out high here. They're not falling back too far.
Honestly, I didn't know if a stat line was going to surprise me more than a few weeks ago when the Wave took down the Comets 13-3. And Louis Perez do a little dance, score a little goal, scored 13 today. St. Louis Ambush, 13-5. They're closing this one out. Doing it the easy way, but no less stylish for Louis Perez, Pattonville native. puts in goal number 13 for the Ambush. They lead by 8 here as we head into the final 6 minutes of this game. Ambush and Wave from MASL TV.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
That cheer you hear from the Family Arena crowd, courtesy of a 13-5 lead for the Ambush. Matthew Rocchio here, joined by a legend of the game, Mark Moser, who knows a little bit something about high-scoring games, double-digit marks. How about the offense for the Ambush today, Mark?
Yeah, it's really clicked, and they've gotten contributions from everybody on both ends of that. I think that's the important thing for me watching, is that the Ambush, this has been a complete game from the Ambush, getting it on both ends of the field.
13 goals on 28 shots on goal. The Milwaukee Wave have 34 shots on goal, but the big difference there, the Ambush have blocked 14 shots to 4 block shots by the Wave, which means the Wave have only blocked 1 shot in the second half.
Got a blue card here. Unnecessary foul there. I think Rafa got a little frustrated, taking a 2-minute penalty there.
Suffice it to say, a little bit too extra there from Rafa Araujo, who does have a brace on the game. Back-to-back goals scored earlier. And to your point, the way that they have spread out the attacking today, Rafa Araujo, he actually has the hat trick, my apologies. Mo Ndiaye, Rafa Araujo, Luis Perez, James Thomas, Dylan Hundelt, Will Esque, Axel Chacunte, and Luis Perez. All different scores for the Ambush. 9 different scores in the game by my count. Unbelievable. You get the hat trick for Rafa. Get a brace for Dylan Hundelt. Everyone get involved.
Well, and on the defensive end, so many contributions from so many different guys. Dylan Hundelt, Robert Williamson, Will Esque, James Thomas. Everybody has been involved at both ends of the field.
You know what? My muscle memory kicked in there, and I didn't read the Robert Williamson goals because I'm so used to those being Wave goals. But those are Ambush goals now, so Robert Williamson, another Ambush player, getting involved. My muscle memory kicked in, and I was like, no, that's a Wave player right there. No, it's not. The man with the killer afro, he's in teal now, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been crucial to the defense and part of this 13-5 winning effort so far. 4:41 left to play. Got to close it out strong here for the Ambush. 3 points is crucial for them as they fight for the playoff battle. Breno trying to fight in this game, and another ball will be deflected in off an Ambush defender, and despite an incredible effort by a goalkeeper in highlighter yellow, will tack another one onto the scoreboard for the Wave.
Yeah, another instance, going for the block, gets a deflection, and just kind of knuckleballs over Apollo.
Breno hammers that one in there, and that one's actually was off Javier Steinwasser, so at least it was off a Wave this time instead of being off an Ambush player. But nonetheless, the second time out of 6 that the Milwaukee Wave have gotten a good bounce of their own. So with some of those bounces, with some of the Ambush bounces, I think we can confidently say this has just been one of the best overall team performances that we've seen from the Ambush, and I think it's safe to say the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that 13-3 game between the Wave and the Comets, that really shocked me. But this right here, 13-6 even, I never would have expected this kind of offensive input, or output, I should say, for the Ambush. You asked me before the game, can they score enough to win this one? I thought if the Ambush were walking away here with all 3 points, it would be something like winning an ugly one 6-5. I had no idea they were going to stream out here and score double digits in open play. They've obviously added a few here because of the oddness of the 6th attacker, the no goalie factor with Luis Perez and Rafa Araujo both getting goals in that fashion. But just an overall incredible game for the Ambush when you look at the offensive playmaking, the passing, the ball movement, and then you combine that with the defense. We're watching, if they can make it to the playoffs, potentially the best and most playoff-ready team that the Ambush have fielded since 2021.
Yeah, I mean, it really, like you said, it just all around, this has been a good effort. And this is something that this team needs some confidence for this final run here to try and get themselves into the playoffs and head out to San Diego for what's going to be a great event with the playoffs, with all the teams going to San Diego with the new Front Wave Arena. I think this bodes well for them, but they got a lot of work ahead of them still.
3:19 left to play in this one, and had a great talk with the newly named GM of the St. Louis Ambush, Donnie Alberti, and taking away from just this game, Mark, just the excitement around soccer because of the indoor game, but also the connections we're drawing to the outdoor game with the USL news with the Ambush. And one of the questions I had for you is just the point of the USL 2 is to create that full season bridge for college players and for players still fighting their way through the rungs. How beneficial do you really see just the community around St. Louis to getting that USL team, that USL 2 team, so you can kind of bridge the gap and get those college players involved in a semi-pro way?
Well, it's just another opportunity for the Ambush to give players an opportunity to play at a competitive level and try and continue to grow the club and continue to find more and more players.
And really, I think it's beautiful that there's the Wave almost stole one back the other way as the Ambush were playing high with their goalkeeper. And for me, it's just in every way, shape, and form, there's a way to get involved in soccer at every level, every type. You want to play outdoor, you want to play indoor, you want to get involved with City as a youth player, you want to go the high school route, go to college, and then connect back up with the Ambush at the USL 2 level to connect, that level of play. It's just every level and kind of player across the St. Louis Avenue now has not just one, but has multiple ways to play their game. And I'm sure in your time you also played with plenty of guys who use the indoor game as a way to condition and build their game for the outdoor game. Just in your lifetime, how do you see the ability to use each game to help you in the other game?
Where
do you see it?
In the landscape's different because there are opportunities where, 30 years ago, there at one point the indoor was the only thing. There was maybe some few opportunities in the A League back then, but the one thing that it's doing is it's given opportunities to St. Louis players, and it's an opportunity that I know that Shelley, Clark, Jeff Locker, Donnie Alberti, they're committed to St. Louis, and that's what I think is the most important part is everything they're doing, they want to do this for the city of St. Louis.
And I think, but also how important is it to give guys, younger guys maybe in the indoor chance, the chance to maybe go to the outdoor game and develop parts of their game that way, and vice versa, having the idea to say, hey, listen, outdoor guys, come learn how to play in the phone booth a little bit. Learn how to get those quick movement, get that futsal aspect of your game that makes so many other players in Argentina and Brazil dominant in the outdoor game. Come develop that game with us here at the indoor game too. I like all the opportunities it presents.
Well, and I think it also there's some attractiveness that when you're talking to a player and you're looking at offering them a contract, you can look at doing a year-round type contract and bring a player in and give them work throughout the entire year and not just for 6 or 7 months.
Final minute of this game, the Ambush will just try to dribble out a 13-6 victory as Breno in his regular jersey almost does what he did in the purple plenty, which was put in a goal. And we almost got a handball call there from Paolo. He's going to be cut down by Sanchez. Ball rolls just by his head. He's red-faced, and he's into this game despite coming in at half and leading them to another victory. Riley Urey stays on his feet, controls the ball, spins through Huffman, continues the dip and doodle. I like that. That was nifty.
Once again, I'd like to see Paolo stay in the goal. I know he wanted to go forward, but you know what? We already got one goalie who went off with an injury today. We don't need another goalie getting injured to try and get a goal.
No, they got a crucial schedule coming up to the Ambush. You need your keepers healthy here as they have a very winnable schedule up front as they fight for a playoff spot. We look to the rest of the schedule for the Ambush. They win today 13-6, barring any changes here in the last 7 seconds. Then they have 3 away games versus the Blast, the Outlaws, and the Sidekicks. I'd call those some winnable games. And then, of course, the final home game here against the Wave, and the final home game for the Wave against the Ambush to close out the season. As we close out this game, a huge 13-6 win for the St. Louis Ambush over the Milwaukee Wave. The Wave stumble at 33 points. They'll stay there. Depending on how the teams above them move, they might fall in the standings. But the Ambush will be moving up in the standings as they bring home a crucial 3 points in their playoff battle. St. Louis Ambush 13, Milwaukee Wave 6. An incredible game here from St. Louis Family Arena. Talked about it already here in the fourth quarter. One of the most impressive games of the last few years from the Ambush. What stood out to you the most, Mark?
I think just the entire team, that it was a team effort, that, you know, 1 or 2 players didn't step up tonight. This entire team came out from the beginning and played well and was consistent through the game.
Nine different goal scorers across the 13 goals scored by the Ambush. Special credit to the multiple goal scorers. Rafa Araujo pulls down the hat trick. Another hat trick for the Ambush, as they did not have many in the season, but they're starting to tally them up here late in the year. Also credit Robert Williamson, facing his former squad, walks away with a brace, as does Dylan Hundelt, walks away with 2. Kristen Austin with a pair of assists to Duca. Hulk with 3 assists in the game, and now we will have Angela Sharp ready to talk to Dylan Hundelt, one of our players of the game.
All right, I am down here with Mr. Dylan, star of the game today. 2 goals, 1 assist. You guys came out fast and hard in that first half against the Wave. What was that motivation that got you guys going that hard, that fast today?
Obviously, lost on Friday, you want to bounce back quick, and honestly, the legs felt a little better than did Friday. Sometimes the second game's a little nicer. And also just, you know, the new fresh legs we got in the team, like young guys that we can run a little bit more, so I think that was a huge part of it as well.
That was a big game, obviously. I know the last game in that post-game interview, I had a conversation, are we still looking at playoffs? And he said, absolutely. This win is going to help in that little playoff push. Are you guys still looking ahead into that kind of next weekend activities?
You know, we're always keeping track, but it's always next game, so we're looking forward to Baltimore now. I think with this win, though, it does put us in that 8th slot, but still, you know, a lot of season left to play. So
a lot of games left to go. Now, you guys did kind of, you know, go back and forth a little bit here in that second half. There's something about the last couple games that you guys have went out fast and hard in that first half, and that second half pulled back. What is happening in that halftime that is kind of making us hit the brakes a little bit?
I think we got up by so much that they did do the 6-attacker early, and that puts us a little bit on our heels a little bit. But we did do well this game of actually punishing them with it, so we were able to go back and forth at least.
We like that, and I'm sure you could hear these Ambush fans all game long yelling and cheering for you. Does that help you guys when you're in home to kind of keep the momentum going?
Of course, there's always a good home field advantage. Fans always show up at Family Arena. You guys are always great, and we really appreciate it. It does help us out in the long stretch. So.
All right, let's hear it for your Ambush player of the game. Right here, Mr. Dylan.
And we love the fans inside Family Arena, and we love the fans back home. We're back here to talk to you in our post-game show here as the Ambush, the now 8th seed, potentially playoff-bound Ambush, win 13-6 over the Wave. We're back on the other side on MASL TV.
Restore Chesterfield is the official wellness and recovery center for your St. Louis Ambush. We offer cryotherapy, IV drips, hyperbaric oxygen, and so much more. Bring your ticket stub and receive one free core service. See you soon, and go Ambush!
And we're back here at the Family Arena. The St. Louis Ambush, a huge 13-6 win over the Milwaukee Wave. They have now moved up into the standings, 21 points through 19 games, puts them 1 point ahead of the Tacoma Stars for that 8th spot. 13 goals on 28 shots, and those 14 block shots. Again, 14 block shots, just 4 for the Wave. They only tallied 1 in the second half. That had to be the difference maker, Mark.
Absolutely. And just like I said, once again, a great effort. A tough road trip for Milwaukee, coming here, missing some players, but they continue to battle and fight, and they'll look forward to coming back here and revenging this loss down the road here.
Milwaukee Wave goalies made 18 saves and still had 13 goals put in past him. An incredible performance from the St. Louis Ambush. And they'll see if they can take it on the road for the next 3 games. They will try to keep in that playoff position. For Mark Moser, I'm Matthew Rocchio. Thank you so much for joining us today right here on MASL TV. It was a fascinating game. Thank you to everyone here on the production side, John and everyone in the booth, Lauren here helping us out, and of course the greatest production staff all around. We got Brian, we got Prue, everybody here doing an incredible job. Stay tuned here to the Ambush YouTube page as we have the M2 game going up. My good friend Ethan Hannaford will bring you the call over on the Ambush YouTube page here. Again, the Ambush walk away 13-6, big winners over the Milwaukee Wave. They are in a playoff spot. They'll try to build on it next week. St. Louis Ambush, Milwaukee Wave on MASL TV. Have a great night.